Everybody's so impressed by Katt Williams' viral appearance on Club Shay, but the whole thing was really messy, and Katt Williams came across as really petty and jealous, especially when it came to Steve Harvey. Talking about Steve Harvey hating on Bernie Mac, look, Steve and Bernie's relationship, that was what it was. It wasn't as if they were sworn enemies or anything, so any differences they had were relatively minor. I mean, if it was really serious, we would have heard about it a lot from Bernie Mac himself when he was still here, because he was not one to hold his tongue. Katt accused Steve Harvey of copying Mark Curry's sitcom Hanging with Mr. Cooper. He offered no proof other than pointing out some similarities between the two shows, so that's just Katt's opinion. Hanging with Mr. Cooper and the Steve Harvey Show were part of my regular lineup of sitcoms that I used to watch back in the 90s. You know, I enjoyed both shows, and you know, the 90s was the heyday for black sitcoms. We were never starved for choice. I think maybe Katt's a bit jealous that he didn't star in a hit sitcom. That's not Steve Harvey's fault. And Katt gets downright mean-spirited when talking about the Steve Harvey Show. Come on, now Steve got a sitcom where he the principal and he wear a suit, and then he gets this high top fade, making all black men think he got the best lineup in the business, and it's a man unit. I mean, really, Katt? Making fun of this man's hair, or in this case, lack of hair? I mean, what does that have to do with the man himself? This is some high school mean girl type shit. Comes across as immature and petty, and he gets even pettier when talking about Steve Harvey's acting skills. You couldn't be a movie star. There are 30,000 new scripts in Hollywood every year. Not one of them asks for a country bumpkin black dude that can't talk good. Wow. And look like Mr. Potato Head. There ain't none. You have to have range. That is some prototypical crab in a bucket mentality right there, just tearing down a black man out of jealousy. Now, in terms of Steve Harvey's acting range, Steve is an entertainer. He never claimed to be a black Robert De Niro. I'm sure he understands his strengths and weaknesses. And the nerve to be calling somebody out for their acting range. What's Katt Williams' acting range? Playing pimps or some variation of a pimp? Steve Harvey's a heck of an entertainer. He's a hustler. He has created many opportunities for himself and the people around him. Television, books, what have you. And he's one of the hardest working men in the business. Katt Williams, on the other hand, is one of the hardest working complainers in the business, and I think this is just pure unadulterated envy of another man's superior work ethic.